letters beginneth. Right.
So she.
I've got a gun in my mailbox and a leather hood schematic. Why is that?
I think you wanted me to pick those up.
Ah, okay, cool.
I've just not had chance because.
Oh, I forgot that I have a little bit of the old screen lag on this server for some weird reason.
Right, I'm still waiting for. Where have all these tiny flies come from? It's not like I've left anything in my room that they could eat for the last 2 weeks. All I found is there's a shit ton of them stuck to one of my
Oh, I know which one.
Resin jugs.
Yeah, I know which one you mean. Oh, they're annoying as
They've
well.
only been here recently. It might be because I've got an open, like, I had a thing of, I've got a mug of water I use for painting. Or I now have a mug of flies with some water in it.
The hell, I've got 2 people watching already. This is weird.
One of them is me.
Yeah, I know, but, you know, that means there's somebody else that's actually gone,
Maybe it's Stargazer.
I don't know. Let's see. Hello,
Or Socky.
Or Socky. Hello. Who is it? Who are you? Don't get me paranoid now, because paranoia for me is not a good thing. Choppy, 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 choppy. I don't know why I'm chopping this tree down, but you know, choppy, 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 choppy.
Oh, it's going to feel nice playing 7 Days to Die at my computer, at my desk, with my mouse and my keyboard.
Okay, let's see what's going on in Hither. I ain't got a fucking clue what I'm doing.
Sounds about right.
Apparently building about 1,000 rebar frames for a reason.
I think it's after I suggested that you didn't just do the 2-step concreting for everything.
Could be.
Even so, 1,000 rebar frames still seems a little bit much.
I don't know. I can't fucking remember what the hell I was doing. Let's just dump you in there. Feather, I don't have any feathers. Nope. Oh, fucking hell. Sandwich. Why have I got so many sandwiches? I don't tend to keep them nowadays. I'll probably keep like 1 or 2 for just in case.
Use them to make multi-pred, so you can make antibiotics.
Okay, I've got a shit ton of food.
I've got a hammer. What do I have a hammer in my hand for? This seems unusual.
I don't know what's going on. It's been, I know it's only been a couple of weeks, but I'm confused. Where's all my shit? I don't know where everything. Oh,
I'm making fertilizer. I've got forged iron. I was gonna run over to your house before I forget.
I've got a treasure. Oh, I've got treasure map. There we go. Oh, there's only one person watching now, and that's you, as a guess.
I don't know. Mine's been buffering for a while. I don't know if that's me or you, but
I don't know. According to looking at the YouTube thing, the screen's going fine. Oh, I got some. If you can check this top left cupboard, I've got some schematics in there. I don't know any that you need, but if you do need any,
I think I'd already checked. But
I can't remember.
well, if you, I can very much recommend putting some shallower ramps in. I think it's because your drawbridge goes up.
Yeah, I think.
And then up again, seemingly. It just seems weirdly steep.
Yeah, I was.
Also, this tree I'm pretty sure is new.
Tree?
Swan. It's one tree growing all on its own out in the wilderness.
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
What was I doing? I've got crops. I've got. That's something I was going to do. You know my dike I built around the place?
Mm-hmm.
See if I can catch it. Yeah, no, the stream's working fine. Still waiting for that to load up. My dike I built around the place. I might pull that back a bit so I can put a layer of spikes on the top edge. Oh, bodies.
This feels weird.
Feels weird to be playing this after so long of not playing video games. Like, my tablet's nice and all, but it doesn't compare to video games. And I've, like, felt, I don't know, generally better for the last few weeks. Mainly just probably due to, like, the improved nutrition of my sister cooking rather than me not cooking.
You mean the whole, what's it called? Takeaway?
Hmm. I don't even eat takeaway that often. It's just takeaway is the general like fallback of
you don't know what you want.
Not really sure what I want to eat and or have no motivation to cook. But I decided today, having had a shower, I'm gonna go to Aldi. Screw it, because I spent as much at Aldi as I would on takeaway, but I've got like 3 or 4 days worth of food instead. I know 3 or 4 days isn't exactly much to be going on, but
I can't remember.
Compared to like the one meal you get out of takeaway, it's an improvement.
Yeah.
Do I have the meaty man jam on me? No.
Okay, what am I doing with what? Am I there? There you go. So what am I doing with these flowers? Why have I got paint? Okay.
Yeah, I know. I'd started making a lot of paint recently because I'd asked you for some for your goldenrod. So hopefully, start getting a fairly secure crop of goldenrod of my own. Hooray!
Okay, where's my gunpowder? Oh, I've got another cupboard over here. Oh. Okay. I'm going to use the nail gun instead of the hammer. I know the hammer's 412, but...
My problem is I use my hammer for destructive things too often. Yeah, that gun is better than any of the guns I have in any format.
What gun?
That pistol.
What pistol?
No,
I
to be fair, you gave me a pistol. To be fair, it's mainly just because I've not done as much looting as you have. But that's,
I think I've not
tactical
done as
decision.
much looting as I normally do either. I'm actually, doing things that are productive. I had the question mark to that part because, I don't know if it is or not. What have I got in my bag?
Right. One thing I'm tempted to do at some point is, how you... someone told me that you gain XP from using bows, even if you miss.
Yes.
So, doing that whole thing of having a bow and going out
video
and...
output low. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth stream and such for usual experience buffering. What? It's working fine.
Yeah, it's fine. It happens sometimes.
Son of a bitch. So my connection between my system and the YouTube is just plain up. Okay.
Yeah, it does it from time to time with me, but I wouldn't worry.
Oh, no, no.
Obnoxiously loud car.
Sure. Oh, 2 people watching again. Hello, second person. Whoever you are.
Oh, if you tag the game in the description,
Do what now?
then there's a bit in the description of the stream where it says what game you're playing. And then if you obviously add what game you're playing, you can attract viewers that way because they'll be searching for 7 Days to Die, and then they'll have the
Oh, okay. I'll do that at a...
yeah. That can be a way of finding people.
Okay, what am I doing? Oh, wait. I don't know. Shit. What was I doing? I can't fucking remember now. Why have I don't need a hoe at this moment in time. I got a kniff.
Third screamer. Alright then. Squirgle like.
Did you say third screamer?
Da, comrade.
Oh. Okay, so...
I'll teach you to walk through my cotton field.
For some reason I have used up all of the stone that I had in my forge. So I'm having to... Really? What? I ain't got a clue what I'm doing. It's just been so long.
Do you love it when the zombie turns around so it's not facing you and then hits you?
Oh, that's wonderful, wonderful stuff that is. Oh, I've got 10 wooden spikes for some reason. I don't understand why.
Oh yeah. I know that you're generally quite good at the old house building, but I shared a thing I think I put in ship hosting of someone's tips on house building.
Well, we all know I can make a fantastic cube.
Yeah. Well, it's one of the things I thought was a fairly relevant point was the whole make your house interestingly shaped, but that also doesn't fit with the whole. Because obviously Minecraft most of the time, you're not having to worry too much about house defense because there's not miscellaneous bullshit coming to ruin your day.
Mm-hmm. I get that quite often. Because for some reason they don't like me. This game does hate me. And soon I will have actual video proof. People will be able to see that I get screwed over on the regular.
I'm looking forward to version 17.
Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to at least like having the reset that we're going to.
Yeah. Hopefully that'll be at the time of version 17 coming out. Because that's the whole thing. 2 weeks till the server reset. It's like, cool. I'm probably not going to go on there in 2 weeks then. For 2 weeks rather.
Yeah.
That's nothing personal. It's just that thing of I am so done with the server because it either gives me horrible lag when seemingly nothing else does, or it's kind of got a bit stale. And I know it's like, well, if you're finding it boring, do things make it more interesting. It's like, yeah, but I've got like nearly 300 hours on it.
Yeah.
Or something approaching that level of dumb.
Okay, I don't think I need this many rebar frames because I still had another. I got like nearly 1,000 on me, and still had like just over 1,000 being made. It's like, I was clearly just no clue.
Yeah. Not that I'm trying to what's the word?
Discourage?
What is the word?
Criticise?
criticize, that's the word, but because obviously I'm trying to keep my zombie numbers low, so I don't get attacked too often. I'm just seeing that you've got your forges quite full, whereas I'm attempting to only put stuff in that I'm using.
I just...
That also could be because my house was made of wood for the longest time, and it was quite easy for stuff to come in and break shit.
I see a screamer going to your place.
Again.
I'm going to have a pop at it, see if I can get it from here.
Can't see from here.
Ah, fuck. Missed time that one. God, oh! Oh, she staggered, that was it.
Ah, over that side.
Bitch. Oh, she's going to fall into your traps. Ah, there she goes. She's done for. I need to get stones. I would go into my mine underground, but I don't feel like it would be that stable anymore. I remember that one. So
My mine's quite stable. You can use mine if you want.
So not my mine, but your mine.
If you would like to use my underground digging place.
Okay.
It's not exciting or anything, but
I've not really explored, according to this. Not much. Oh. Okay, there's a. I'm gonna go to the trader that's southwest, and on the way, you know, say hello to some boulders.
sounds fun.
Come straight out of my place, and there's a pit. Oh, nearly went into my own spike pits with my bike, but not. Ooh, there's some boulders. Oh, hello, zombie. Come on in.
I remembered what I was doing. I've been getting forged iron together so I could make shovels.
Okay, and these shovels.
Treasure hunting. Oh, I got 4,000 stone then for knocking out one of those.
Big boulders.
Yeah. Didn't even get all of it because apparently apathy. Getting lots of honey recently, which is so helpful now that I don't need honey.
Why do you have like a shit ton of? Oh, my stream health has gone back to green. Yay!
Why am I getting all the screamers now?
I think it's because we're, you know, logged in. Plus, I think because I'm streaming now for some weird reason.
Right, I've got my new wrench as well.
Oh, hello, Mr. Zombie. Well, yeah. Beautiful. I'm gonna pick up the stone as victory.
Fuck dogs. Dog.
Doggo dogs or
Doggos.
so you know, not munchable ones. This is fine. Okay, considering I was meant to be going southwest, I'm actually more heading towards like the north. Wait, check it now. I'm not. Choppy stone.
I can't.
Oh,
I don't.
There's a deer. Shh. I'm hunting. Go on in anyway. What was it?
Can't remember if I had the context earlier, but so the Father Ted clip. So I hear you're a racist now, Father. Well, I shot both the arms of a screamer before I managed to get her in the back of the head. So here you're a racist now, Father.
Oh, that used to be such a good show. Okay. Southwest.
I went into my house to get gas. Having remember that I don't actually carry it on me at the moment.
I missed that time. There we go. What, you need some?
I don't have the schematic. I don't think. Okay, from where I'm currently standing, the zombies just gathering in a circle. Like 10 blocks out from my house.
Clearly they are.
Problem is, there's loads of screamers amongst them. And there's now there's about as many as you get in a Blood Moon horde just standing around.
Would you like me to make my way back and help with the?
It's fine. It's just.
Are you sure? I don't.
It's just there's so many of them as screamers that more screamers are being attracted, and there's about 4 screamers standing here at the moment.
I'm on my way back.
I mean, one Molotov would disperse these quite happily. The problem is, they're all going to be dying in the same place, so I'm not going to get any loot.
Whoa, screen lag, screen lag. Okay.
Oh man, there's a lot of these. I'm not complaining it particularly. I'm more just going, wow. Ah! Fucking buzzard just came at me.
Oh, screen lag. Ow, that hurts.
Yeah, it's the screamers.
Just hit that one in the balls. Oh shit! Doggo!
Yeah, lots of doggos.
Oh, there was only the one. You got
Okay,
a dead
well,
doggo in your...
That's a lot of dead doggos. If I had enough gasoline, I'd make some Molotovs. I'm tempted to go get the rocket launcher. Oh, the screamers are attracting more screamers. Okay, nearly 3 in-game hours have been spent so far dealing with these fucks. That's how many of them there are. Oh, I'm losing so many bodies. That's my biggest complaint with all this. I'm losing all the loot. Okay, another advantage of not having the castle wall style thing is it's a lot easier to shoot the fucks. Right, I'm tempted to open my gate for a few seconds to get them all over there.
Oh, well... Oh, you bitch. Oh, yeah, I see.
You know how I was how I'd put the torches and stuff out because I thought it might attract some zombies. Like, I've not stopped shooting them in this time.
Okay, right.
I might go and get a rocket launcher soon.
The screen lag is...
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. It's because you're streaming and running this many zombies. It's because there's screamers being attracted by screamers, being attracted by screamers.
I want to know what's so interesting about that section.
Right, you know how I fill my place with candles? And torches, and burning barrels?
They're mainly around here.
It's because I'm standing up on the wall opposite them, they can't find a way in. I'm going to see if I can lead them around the front. Can you try and walk over to my gateway?
Okay, I've dispersed them.
Have you? It's just because I'd gone from that bit.
Well, I went into the pack and just killed 1 or 2 of them.
Okay, because they look like they're coming to me now at the gate. Where there is another fucking screamer. I'm gonna have to go and make more arrows shortly, because I've used that many.
Okay, I'm bleeding out. Oh, fuck, I don't have any. Why don't I have any bandages?
Right, I'm almost out of ammunition, so I'm gonna have to go inside and make more arrowheads.
Okay. Okay, I do believe. Yep. Ooh, still quite a few here.
Just make sure I haven't got any arrows anywhere.
Sometimes these zombies can be really retarded.
Yeah.
And it's like I just stood next to one there and it was looking at your gate. It's like, hello, dinner's standing right next to you. Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, that's how far I got on my bike before zombie dogs appeared. Now, and yeah, I'm going back inside.
Okay. Right. I think I've killed them all.
Cool. I'm making more steel arrows.
Okay. Well,
I'm gonna command start looting.
don't take too long because the bodies will, might more than likely will do the.
Oh yeah, I'm
the pop
coming
and
out.
drop.
I'm here now.
Ah, okay. Yeah, sort of spread around your place.
I'm familiar. I was shooting them for. Put this way, I dropped nearly 250 arrows into them.
That's a lot. Antibiotics. And I'll take a first aid kit.
What I need to do is I need to go and get all the doggos.
I'll take those and I was about to say antibiotics then, but first aid kits with me. Damn, that's what you did. Okay.
Yes, no, I must say I have to side of Omicron on the don't go into someone's house and kill them.
I don't know if he actually went in, but I know he waited outside.
I'd heard that he had gone in.
Oh, I don't know, to be fair. I just heard it. And I heard the way Meg was really, really restraining himself. Okay, where's my bike? There's my bike. Right, let's get to the trader before he closes.
I was going treasure hunting about 5 in-game hours ago.
Well, you got plenty of treasure.
Oh, that's the point. I nearly used up a whole bow as well. None of my last shots didn't seem to have the weight behind them.
It's still showing 2 people watching now. I know obviously you're one. I want to know who the other one is. Who are you?
It might be someone who doesn't have a YouTube account watching, or isn't signed into a YouTube account.
I don't know.
Because I know when I've been watching stuff on my sister's laptop the last couple of weeks, it's like, I want to like and comment, but then I've got to log in, and that's inconvenient.
Ooh, that nurse had a bit of cash on her. Don't worry, it's not none of the ones that got killed around your place.
I'm not fussed. If you've helped kill them, I'm not too bothered.
That's okay.
It's when you come in to help kill them, and it's just like, I'm good. Oh, okay then.
Yeah. You mean sort of like, oh,
It's like, I'm just going to help you kill these zombies that you were already killing quite happily on your own. But yeah, that was a lot. So I am not fussed.
Yeah, it was quite. I'd say that was like a good good blood moon sort of.
Like a blood moon, but slower.
Yeah. With more clubbing and less shooting.
Yeah, I mean, I would have gone out there, but it's the fact that the screamers were screaming so often. I'm like, oh, there's just going to be so many, what's it called, doggos. And it's not that I can't take doggos, but doggos just have a habit of making you bleed instantly.
Yeah, I know.
And there being a lot of them, so you just keep bleeding out until you run out of bandages.
Son of a bitch. Stunned me. And all you had was a bloody glass pane on you. Cheap bastard. Okay, looks like I have been here. So I come across a campsite on the way. You know what I'm like.
Yeah, I can see.
I'm thinking about changing my avatar to a trash panda. Or I was literally thinking, like with trash panda, like, is it Grouch from Sesame Street?
That's the one.
Yeah.
You might want to be careful using.
Well, no, just take that, Grouch out and put in a panda. I've completely overshot. It's that way.
I say the ritualist has done a very nice thing for me. I'll put it on my Discord server.
Who?
The ritualist.
Okay.
He's a lovely Serbian artist.
Oh.
I'm playing in a D&D game. That's not the main thing.
Oh.
I'm playing in a.
Hold up 1 second. Oh, hello. Yeah. Shit.
Warhammer 40k Only War campaign. Basically, they needed a medic, and I went, "What's that? A medic, you say?" So technically, I should be throwing shekels in their direction, but I need to sort that out. Essentially, I'm sort of there because I'm useful. As opposed to anything more. Ah, Wolf. I see you now.
Yeah, I kind of fucked that up.
Yeah.
And.
But yeah, it's a case of because they need a.
Oh, that hurt. That hurt. Yeah, why the hell am I getting such screen lag?
It's probably because you're streaming.
It's only on this server.
If you're streaming in a higher quality, that can also affect it. So I tend to stream on a lower. Is it bit rate? One of them words.
I've just overshot the stairs.
I got just the thing for what's ailing you.
Yeah, did you see?
Oh, bollocks.
Did you see the drop that I just had to do?
No, my stream is lagging a little bit. And a streamer just wandered into my house. I don't think I'm going out for a while.
Oh. Chainsaw parts. Do I need chainsaw parts?
Right, if I don't go outside, they can't see me. And if they can't see me, they can't screech at me.
You hope.
Oh dear. Now I say that having the chance to sit down in my comfy desk chair, I have missed my comfy desk chair.
this guy has got nothing that I would consider. Oh, he's got a gas pump.
You said gas pump.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I
If
know.
you happen to find the gas can schematic, I will be.
I don't know. Do you know what? I'm going to buy these chainsaw parts because I don't know if I need them or not. But you know,
I've got a chainsaw blade.
Safe
I'm sure we
trip.
could come to some arrangement.
I think I've got a blade as well. I just don't know if I can use it. Okay. Oh, 3 people are somehow watching now.
Yep.
Wow.
Hello, people.
Hello, people, whoever you are. Ooh, some rocks.
Oh, yeah.
I apologise to whoever's here that yes, it is my first time, so I'm still learning. I am just doing this as a, you know, as a trial. And then
Technical exercise.
yeah, see how much it really fucks me over. Okay, I know it's getting close to 10 o'clock, but you know, these rocks aren't going to chop themselves up.
I'm having to make myself a new hunting knife. Yeah, that last zombie attack really wore down my equipment.
Yeah, I think I might have to change the something to make that streaming. Yeah, because the low output low.
Yeah, I've put my bit rate down quite a long way. I really don't understand where these tiny flies are coming from.
I've been getting them, but
It might be the weather. 'Cause I'm pretty sure I got them in my old place as well during the summer. Because most of them are just stuck to one of my resin cans. Because they're dumb shits.
I was going to say, yeah, they're more likely stuck to it because, you know, they are stuck to it. What the hell just, oh, fucking broken tree thing.
The thing, 'cause my windows are shut. You know, so unless they're coming from somewhere, they must be coming from somewhere else in the house. You know, flies don't self-generate.
Another treasure map. The zombie just come running up to me, and I just went, just waited for it, and then just went back. Okay, cool. Oh shit, me health. Okay, gotta use my last health. I bought three first aid packs with me, and I've used all 3 now.
Why only 3? Why not a stack?
Because I didn't think I would need to use them, because yeah, I was just going to go to the trader and get some stones. But one got used with that horde. One got used because that wolfie made me bleed, the bastard. And then I kind of damaged myself by about 3/4 jumping. Not intentionally jumping, but it was jumping.
Falling. The word is falling, I think, at that point.
Yeah, but it was initially, it was jumping. That's one of those. Okay. Now where did I put my bike?
Alright, the black dress shoes are not good for anything.
Hey, stream health is back to green. Yay!
I think I've tidied up all the zombies.
Did you get anything good?
Nothing particularly outstanding.
Oh.
Lots of good stuff, just, you know, nothing shiny. Right, as it's 23:05, I'm going to go and park my bike inside again. Ocean man. I'm just going, what food do I have in? It's like, oh yeah, I've got vegetable stews I made.
Oh,
Oh
bear with
yeah.
me a minute. Okay. I is back.
Welcome in. Right, I'm going to check on my work as it's night time.
More boulders. Hello, boulders. Yeah. Choppy, choppy, choppy.
Oh, please don't have undone the work I was doing earlier. That would be dicks. Oh yeah, that's the point. I was going to listen to Ocean Man.
Ocean Man. Becky's Ocean Man. That sounds like an 80s, you know, TV show, you know, some crappy sort of, you know, superhero. Ocean Man. You know, got
Ocean Man, take me by the hand, lead me to the land.
Yeah, something like that. But you know, some real cheesy cartoon from, like say, the 80s. You know, it's a rip-off of, you know, like you had like rip-offs of, like, you know, the quality TV shows. Oh, there's another one. Checking.
Man, take me by the hand, lead me to the land.
Where be my bike? Oh, no. More rocks. Pesky.
Well, glad I checked that body.
Why wasn't it?
276 suit jacket.
But I thought he was going to say 276, you know, like bullets or something then. I say, Jesus, that's a fucking good haul. Right, bike. I don't even know how much I've got in the way of rocks. That's a tree, I'm just trying to go. Okay.
I don't imagine you've been following it so much, but the Liberalists UK Free Dankula protest is it's getting a more and more of a no fun allowed event.
Oh, okay. So it's like the Kill.
Well, you know how I
event,
was saying there
but,
wasn't really
you know,
any organisation for quite a while, and no one saw this as an issue.
Now everybody wants to organise.
Well, no, now there is organisation. The organisation appears to be no fun allowed.
Ah. Oh, hello, Mr. Deer. How did you not see it?
Yeah, and I can get, yes, it's a serious thing because hate speech laws being so overreaching is indeed a bad thing, but at the same time, it's all a very serious event now,
Yeah.
Having a 30-minute silence. I'm not sure what they're trying to achieve by that, but
Yeah, we're here to, protest for free speech
fucking
by not
fucking free
saying,
peace.
yeah, by not saying anything for 30 minutes. Okay.
Putting people to go, okay, cool.
Yeah.
See you later. And it's like, it's probably too late for you to get my ticket price back, but part of me very much isn't as interested in doing it now.
Ticket price? You had to pay to go
Train
to this
fare.
Oh, right. I was going to say you had to pay to. I could have sworn
No,
how much
it's
did I pay?
a free event. They're also looking for a new social media manager. These 2 points may be connected, but the fact that people are, but the media will make it look bad. It's like, I'm sorry, you're calling for potentially the release of a person convicted under hate speech laws as the beginning. I don't think it matters what you want to say, because the media can just be like, or what, mate? Excuse me.
Dirty bastard. I'm looking at what I've got in my inventory and it's like, what am I doing? What the fuck am I doing? I ain't got a clue what I'm doing.
Out your face, motherfucker. That way. I'm just listening to this and going, the lyrics to Evil Scotsman are so problematic. Push his glasses up face.
Can't believe you just said problematic.
Just because I wear a skirt don't mean I'm fucking gay. That sounds pretty transphobic if you ask me.
Right.
Sure. I've got those around.
Oh, I got 37 points. Seance. Yeah. See Victor. Ooh, I could go for sexual Tyranna Hawaii. Or I can go for the max mining 69er.
An evil Scotsman.
Okay, I can either go for stage 4 sexual Tyrannosaurus, or I can have the final stage of minus 69.
Final stage minus 69 is much more worth it.
Okay, there we go. I've got 12 points left. What can I do with 12 points?
Sure, Irish.
Ooh, Gunsmith, I might improve that. Yes, there we go. Yes, I can assemble. Cool. That's all I've got. Okay. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing still. I am literally just on. It's like I'll see something. It's like, ooh, I'll do that, and then it's like, what am I doing now?
Are you at your house? You are.
I am, and I'm still trying to figure out what the fuck I'm doing.
Um.
Oh, there's some treasure quite close by.
Would you be a kind person and turn the 5 barrels of gas into gas cans for me?
If I can.
They are in your mailbox.
I can.
Dankeschön.
No worries. I'm just going to run up to the treasure. Whoever the other person is can watch me destroy the landscape. You've already seen the results of my treasure finding.
Is it bad that I've got Ocean Man stuck in my head now?
Ocean Madness?
No, Ocean Man.
Oh, Ocean Man. Oh, okay.
Ocean Man.
I don't know.
Take me by the hand, lead me to the land.
I swear this treasure was a lot closer than I thought it was.
Oh, I've got so many more bones to turn to glue. I'm going to be minted eventually. I've got 2 treasures at the moment. Ooh. I'm going to go for the one symmetrically south. No, I saw a thing going, the alt-right is saying that the Jews are like behind the attacks on Syria. Underneath an article from the same newspaper, rabbis calling for strikes against...
Okay.
Hello, Mr. Piggy.
Ooh.
Walked up to it. Shivved it in the face.
Nice.
Alright, annoyingly, I think I'm making 2 good knives now.
Yeah,
What
apparently
the
it's like
fuck?
350 or above.
Yeah. So I'm going to have to repair this knife when it becomes relevant now. And just keep going that way. Because from 2 boar, I only got 12 meat.
I don't know how much I get. But, yeah, just doing some grass cutting at the moment. Because obviously.
Okay, apparently like 5 o'clock in the morning is a good time to go hunting.
I don't know. Yeah. I get fed up with, going to, do a swing with the shovel only to hit the grass, and it's like, oops, and it still actually counts that as a. I don't like losing, my shovel.
So much walking around meat here.
So, meals on heels.
Hooves. I'm getting a fairly decent supply, but yeah, this knife is now too good. I think combined with my skill at using knives. Yeah, that's 4 animals just going to find treasure. Part of me wants to suggest shenanigans, but the fact that, it's not complaining, but I'm just suspicious.
You mean you're waiting for the game to go ha 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 ha, and then
I'm thinking it might be a bit like, with all of those zombies earlier.
what are you thinking it's
Just the game engine has gone, I think that we have lots of
too many animals, that's what you're saying. It was, like going, we need a bit of a culling. No? Okay.
well, there's more the I've had loads of zombies, so why not loads of everything else? There. Yeah, no, I think possibly Tuesdays, possibly another day. I will be participating in the in one of Nuka's roleplay nights
Cool.
as Aurelius Bongo Man, and that's not some kind of clever racist joke, which I have already had it suggested to be that. That is a name taken from the parish registries in Norfolk during the time of Cromwell.
So somebody actually had the name Bongo Man.
Yes. Somebody, for whatever reason, not entirely sure, but the name Bongo Man was at one point common in Norfolk during the 17th century.
Okay, so that's
It's an odd one, I'll grant you that, but
yeah.
I was just like, this name will stand out.
If it was so common, then why don't we hear of it?
Probably find it's something intrinsically linked at some point in the past with some unspeakable manual job.
You mean like playing the bongos?
No, I was thinking more in terms of Like the amount of job like names which are linked with like
Oh, are you thinking a case of like the like on the slave ships and stuff, the drummers?
No, I was thinking more in like the jobs, which basically means shit gatherer and stuff like that.
I don't.
It's like, what's your what did your ancestors do, Smith?
Oh,
Well,
hold up, wait.
they were Smiths.
That's
What about?
That's weird.
Yeah, so you've probably seen the one of all the different Power Rangers. It's just like red power, blue power, green power. Hi.
No.
White power. Yeah, there's. It's interesting seeing like how my filters work quite well, but trying to explain the Dankula situation to my sister did not go well. She's like, she couldn't believe someone would say that without immediately like kowtow apologizing, and it's just like, wow.
That was
No, I've had a Norwegian ex-cultist Hunger Games enthusiast. I think that's about the best description for him. Mentioned something in the call, and I asked if he would mind recording it, which will be going on my channel soon. I need to compile the relevant sound clips, but should be a fairly easy thing to edit. I just need to get around to it. Also, are you familiar with the black metal growl?
I
The
don't
thing
even.
that makes your vocal cords hurt just to listen to it.
I don't even know what black metal is.
I'm trying to think how best to describe it then. Okay, you must have heard some of the music that gets like very growly at some point.
Maybe. Okay, I'm getting some wonderful graphical tears. It is amazing. Fortunately, it's not affecting what I'm doing, so.
Stream still showing fine. But yeah, I was trying to think. I know there was a name that's not that common, but I've heard it a few times. But this essentially does mean like dung gatherer. And now a lot of names like that either got changed slightly or just completely went out of usage.
Yeah, I think, it's like, oh, what's your last name? Shit gatherer. It sort of, it doesn't really roll off the tongue.
So, it's the name of Glasscock. Apparently that was quite a common name at one point.
That's certainly a name that you would actually want to go. What was you doing?
Ugh. So I'm doing that thing where it's getting mildly awkward to breathe, but not so much that I've noticed, more that I've just stopped talking.
That's okay. Ooh, hey, 3 people watching again. Bloody hell. 3. I know obviously you're one of them, but still. I'm surprised I've even got you watching.
Could watch me, so I can't exactly discount the logic.
These graphical tears, though. These are amazing.
They're not coming through on the stream. They're like, oh no, yeah, they are coming through on the stream.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, you know, oh right, he's not standing next to a large barn. Okay then.
Mm-hmm.
Tasty. What about any chance next to a large lake?
Let me look on the map, it'll be easier. There is one to my west.
See, because it looks like there was one to your east just then.
Yeah, that's just the graphical tearing.
I don't know how far I'm behind with all the buffering I've had. Also, you should really use some like medicated bandages. Yeah, those graphical tears are not pleasant.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Also, I can now see your map.
Oh, okay, so that's
It looked like there was a lake next to you.
Ooh.
As opposed to...
It just looked like I was going through a tunnel then. Ow. That's... I don't know. I might have to stop the stream for... So yeah, I could just jump out the server, then jump back in again, and that shouldn't be too bad, should it?
No.
Let me just get back. Oh no, okay. Where's my house? There, that way. Just gotta get back to at least into the safety zone. So, hello third person, whoever you are. I would automatically go with hello Stargazer, but it's my stream and not somebody else's, so... You are actually allowed to type in the chat if you want. Right, okay. Exit. Continue game. Starting.
Say when it's back up.
Oh, it's building. You look on the fucking stream, man.
Yeah, but I've got a massive delay.
I mean, okay, the skies are clear-ish. Some clouds, but you know. Ooh, and it's not as laggy at the moment. Let's get some food down my gullet because it's needed. Water.
It should be telling me I shouldn't dig massive holes in my garden. That reminds me, what day is it?
It is day 37.
Oh, okay. I'm glad I hadn't had to deal with a blood moon while I was on that laptop then. Or did I? I can't remember now. I have no memory of this place.
Yeah, I can't remember this place either.
Fair, I'm standing in the hole on a hole in the middle of a field, so
Yeah, that would be quite off-putting as to what you're doing. Right, chuck you in there.
I've got one of those weird shaped, like non-conveniently cardinal points treasures.
You mean the ones where it's... I don't know. I ain't gonna put that.
It's not quite north, south, east, west.
Gotcha.
Or it seems like it is, but it's not. Or it's just reset itself since I've come out and back in.
Take those two things with me. Okay, I have... Oh, I have to drop that back in there. Get you in there. I've got some silver nuggets and some gold nuggets too.
Nice. But no, the amount of like hoops that people try and jump through to not be, you know, offensive, so that the media have nothing to go at the free speech thing, and it's just like Count Dankula, Nazi pug. I don't think we need to say anything else. Admittedly, I can go with the don't try and make it worse. Like, I can get behind there, don't bring Kekistan flags, the normies don't understand.
I can understand to a degree, you know, because obviously they want to, you know, protest without, you know, anybody going, oh yeah, you're all white nationalists and all some bollocks like that. But at the same time, it should be, you know, we're here to protest against people who are trying to, you know, remove our free speech.
That's the thing, with the moment we don't have free speech.
No, not really. Unless
We just don't. Tell me, you know, of all the people you're not allowed to speak ill of.
I ain't got a clue, to be fair. I'll speak ill of whoever the feck I want. You know, if I don't like
Certain
it.
people you're allowed to, and it's not a hate crime.
Oh,
Like white people.
Oh, okay. So you mean like?
There's certain people it's a hate crime if you say it, but it's not if.
Oh, like, you know, the Muzzies and the such.
The Semites, yeah.
The
The members of the tribe. Trying to think of any other allusions. That's the thing, you know, I don't have anything particularly against large groups of people. But individuals, I will happily say what I like about individuals.
Yeah, I just go with the case of, oh, that person's a nice person. He's a nice person, or she's a nice person. Or that person's a dickhead. I don't care.
Yeah, but you're a dick. But you can't. You have to leave it at you're a dickhead, and you can't add. You know, you are a. At least you can't add an adjective to the you're a dickhead.
It's a case of, you know.
Like in Nottingham, if I, you know, because the anti-like misogyny hate crime laws we have, it's now a case of if a woman feels like you've done something or said something because they're a woman, that's a hate crime.
Yeah, and I will just tell them to fuck off.
Well, as long as you only told them to fuck off.
Oh yeah, that's...
Not fuck off, you fat cow.
It depends on how much they piss me off and if they are a fat cow. I tend to go more, you know, just...
I know, but it's thing, you don't. It doesn't even have to have the epithet to it for it to be.
I don't attack
hate crime
people's, you know, what they look like, you know, because at the end of the day, you know, everybody's different. I am no, you know.
I'd be a massive hypocrite if I did that.
You know, I am, you know, no Michelangelo's David, you know, but
Something you like.
so yeah, I just.
It's just one of those things where,
I think,
you know, should this, you know, so, you know, I can completely understand the whole incitement to racial hatred sort of thing, or like, you know, incitement to violence. That I can understand. That's, you know, that's a legit case for it to become a criminal offense if you're going, we should kill all of X, or, you know, that. But I think that should also, like, stand with the whole behead all those who insult Islam people.
Yeah.
You know, you don't just get a free ride because of you being a, you know, ethnic minority. Because as far as I was aware, people from, like, you know, Great Britain were people from Great Britain.
No, I always just go with the case of, you're a dickhead. It doesn't matter what you know, what background they are from, because they're a dickhead. I'm an, you know, equal opportunity kind of person. It's like, you could be a nice person, or you could be a dickhead. I don't mind which you fall into, but at least, you know, make yourself known.
So, you know, I'm generally fairly consistent in the people that act like twats are twats. Like, you know, right now, I'm my government is very popular in my mind with the whole let's like bomb some bits of Syria.
Thank you, survivor.
No.
Back soon.
Thank you, Trader Joel. Yeah, I've heard about that, and that's.
Watching it happen live was just like, why is this happening?
Oh, there's another deer.
Did that particular part of Syria have information that would lead to the arrest of Hillary Clinton?
Nah, I got a feeling that potentially there's probably like some sort of, you know, natural resource that's abundant there, and where the
something not particularly liked by the Semitic people. I understand. No, a lot of it does appear to be down to the gas pipeline.
Oh, you bastard!
Okay, for the first time in what is a while, the the treasure is within a circle on one side. In fact, no, I just strained it out more than I needed to.
Okay.
But no, I'm kind of tired of these let's attack somewhere in the Middle East because they
Oh, in the Middle East.
insert alleged war crime here.
Oh, I think it's just, just because it's in the Middle East.
Yeah, as a pretense for it, for oil. It's like, really? So, we have to do everything we can to, stop the destabilization of these countries.
By destabilising them.
Yeah.
I'm going for the
So,
supply drop.
we do everything we can for these refugees by not blowing up their town.
Yes. We're going to go to this country and blow lots of things up, and then the refugees that are still alive, who have lost their homes due to our bombing, we are now going to burden our own national,
Yeah, call me a conspiracy theorist, but when you're winning a war against, essentially guerrilla fighters, and you've almost got to the point of, victory, you don't then bomb women and children in your own, population.
Mm.
It
I don't
seems
know.
somewhat
It could be
counterproductive.
obviously it could be just some amazing tactic that we don't know about.
Yeah. Well, it's not helped by the fact that the nerve agent used in Salisbury is, according to a Swiss, independent Swiss group,
Yeah,
manufactured in the UK or the US, and it's like, and that's the pretense for attacking Syria, is it, Theresa May?
Yeah.
I think I hear resignation bells ringing. Using its justification for bombing a country on lies. I think lies is the appropriate word.
The hell?
And so, it's to get back at Putin. Okay. Well done. You sure showed Putin.
Yes, by bombing another country that's affiliated with him.
It's like, oh no, Syria is allies with Russia. That's like going, I don't like that Walmart sell guns, so I'm going to go and bomb an Asda.
I can see a piggy.
Or better yet, I don't like that, I don't like Tesco, so I'm going to go and bomb Aldi. It just doesn't make sense. It activates the almonds, I think, is the phrase used by the young people on the internet.
I don't know. I should turn that off. Get rid of that because I don't doze in the evenings now. Oh, I think I need to sneeze. I did need to sneeze. And I'm sure that other person who's watching would not appreciate that it is being blown off. Oh, yeah, anyway, from the supply drop, there was a nailgun schematic.
Nice.
Auger schematic. And the Enforcer magazine for the what's it thingy.
Cool. So I'm assuming you've read the nail gun one.
No, I've already got them.
Alright.
So all three are yours if you need.
Cool. I don't need the Enforcer magazine, but I'll happily take the other two.
Okie dokie.
But yeah. No, I'll be interested in how the stuff with the Dankula protest goes. Part of me is just not at all enthusiastic for, anything productive resulting. But Like, are you familiar with the Gadsden flag, Diskanar?
Let's go with no.
It is the popular libertarian flag with the "Don't tread on me" snake.
The snake. Oh, okay,
Yes,
yes.
I bought a parody one that is "No step on snack,"
Right,
and said
okay.
jokingly, or at least implying jokingly, by the fact that it's a "No step on snack" flag to take it to the Dankula thing.
Yeah, but people who aren't.
Yeah, people had their serious hats on when they read that. They're like, "Oh, that's not appropriate." And it's like, really? Is it not? Wow.
Yeah, as well, it will be a case of you've spelt snake wrong. That's what it'll be.
The thing is, it's like the libertarian flag. I could imagine would be very appropriate for a free speech protest. You know, the people not stepping on the snack are the government, and by stepping on the snack,
So I sort of zoned out there because I found a little campsite
nice.
that I had not looted, or you had looted.
Where are you? Yeah, you've gone further south than I've been. I've really not gone very far because I've not done that whole looting thing.
I've not really gone that far either, to be fair.
No, yeah, I'm not overly enthusiastic about the Dankula thing. It might, improve a bit. 'Cause I know a bunch of people who are going, so if nothing else, I'll just have a laugh with them for the day. But, I think there's the no step on snack being, it's a little inappropriate. But, I could have gone the full meme jihad now flag.
Well, that's actually what it says.
What? Yeah, Sargon was selling them a while back.
Well, they'll just say, "Oh, you're being racist because you're mocking, the Islam."
Mocking ISIS, yeah.
Yes.
Because imagine, I'm waiting for how long it'll be until mocking ISIS is seen as a bad thing.
In some ways, it already is.
Because you already can't mock.
Am I going into the town that's yours?
1 second. I have got not enough space in my bag.
That's not the question I was asking. This looks like like a bombed place.
No, you're still south of where I am.
Okay, cool. Let's get rid of that. Let's drop some stuff into me bike. Like you, and you.
Oh, snap. Good land.
Get rid of you, drop you in there. Drop you in there. Okay, let's just drop anything that's...
No, at some point I have to catch up on watching their live streams to see what their whole shtick is about. Because the whole liberalist principles and value stuff I can get behind. That whole, essentially don't be cunts. That is most of the gist of it. Which I don't see as objectionable.
I can see that as a positive sort of thing.
That is very much a shortened down version of it. There is several more things that are listed as the principles of the liberalists. But it's still
The hell? A feral? Bitch.
Ocean man.
Let's see what's in here. Oh, there's a bed. There's a desk.
No, I do like the idea of everyone having their own town.
Yeah, I think that would be.
Presumably that being more of a thing the further into the game you go. That's the thing, everyone to my knowledge can quite happily survive a day 7 blood moon.
Oh, easy.
You
How
know.
you can. You can just go up into a loft somewhere.
Yeah. Do something very, very simple if necessary. And yeah, I don't see it as a big issue and haven't for a while. I mean, to be fair, even like dying at level like week 1 isn't exactly the end of the world.
I'm trying to not
do that. I'm also very much a fan of the not.
Yeah, it's quite a useful tactic. I think that's the word. Yeah,
But, so much of the
not
stuff.
die for the first at least in-game week.
There's so much stuff for the liberalist. It's just like I'm sure it's eventually getting somewhere, but as the first, like, you know, proper full-size meetup, you'd have thought they'd have put a bit more into it.
Thought me. I mean,
Thought? Begone, thought.
yeah, me and thoughts just don't. We don't mingle well. You know, it's just. I tend to go with more the reaction sort of side of it than. It's just like, you know, holy shit, my brain just worked, you know, sort of thing. Okay. Just had a zombie hurt itself.
Remember when adverts used to make some sense?
Yeah, but that was.
I'm listening to a YouTube advert now on another video I'm watching in the background to yours.
Alright. And what is the
It's one of those I'm going to talk a bunch of bollocks adverts. I've seen the GIF Gaff advert recently.
maybe? I don't know. I don't pay attention. I usually skip ads.
Yeah, I tend to watch them so as to give the creator the actual ad revenue.
It depends really on one, how generous I am, how bored I am. 3, do I actually like the creator? You know, because
Oh yeah, some videos, if I'm just doing it as a one-off, I'll just be like, I'll skip this. Or if I'm trying to listen to just music for a while.
when the advert is one of those adverts that go on for like a few minutes, it's like
My favourite are the really sanctimonious ones.
such as
Like the a while ago, Ben and Jerry's were doing some adverts. And Ben and Jerry's, as a company, really don't like Trump.
aha.
Or at least their marketing team really don't like Trump. And I'm not suggesting that it was painfully obvious, but
It was painfully obvious.
oh yeah.
Yeah, I just tend to just go fuck it, you know. Unless it's someone like Meg who I know doesn't get the ad revenue that often. I will try to watch the advert, or at least just leave the advert to run.
Oh, I
Yeah,
barely
just
ever
do
actually
something
watched
else.
the adverts, but my favourite ones for doing that, though, at least, are the ones which appear right at the end of videos.
Oh no, I don't.
So, you know, especially if it's like a long-running one, it's like, cool, mute that tab.
Unsafe. Ooh, that's a lot of stuff. Okay. I take those painkillers to just up my health that little bit, because I took a shot. And I can drink this water. All the way up here, and all I got is a fucking sandwich in a box.
I've shared out your video a few times.
You done what now?
Mostly into the places that have the more obnoxious, like, amounts of tags for people going, hey, at everybody video. It's just like, there's a reason I don't have these things, you know, unmuted.
I don't think there'll be many people interested though, which doesn't bother me.
Yeah, might as well try and...
Yeah, I'm just doing it just for the sake of, gives me in a sense something to do.
That's why everyone does this, as far as I'm aware. Doing this as a means of making money has not been a valid, like, thing for a while.
Yeah.
No, it's not me going, you shouldn't try, but...
Oh no, yeah,
I would not have this as...
No, this is definitely
the amount of work that I do in this, which is playing video games, I wouldn't want to rely on this as my income. And again, that's not me going, people who are trying that shouldn't. I'm not a big enough creator for that to be at all sensible, but that whole thing of a load of people have been like, YouTube keeps shitting on its creators, and it's just like, YouTube shitting on its creators? Imagine my shock.
Surely not.
Been doing that for about all of the time I've been a person who watches YouTube. And to be fair, that's mostly not YouTube doing it maliciously.
Not
I say
until
mostly. It's just how it's, you know, they've got like their eyes that don't
Hello,
They're missing the
Stargazer.
crucial bit.
Hi, Stargazer.
See, I told you sharing the link would help.
Oh,
Hello, Stargazer.
hello. Welcome to my channel. This is just a very long test sort of thingy because clearly I need to do my bit rate.
Turns out Diskanar didn't need Omegon's help to get OBS to work. He just needed to press go.
I didn't know what I was doing. No, let's face it. Obviously, with the stream key and all that sort of stuff, not a clue.
Oh yeah, but now it's just set up so you just have to press go.
Yes. So Meg, you're useless again. How is oneself there, Stargazer?
Oh, all the abdominal pain.
Not all of it, surely.
I don't know if it was the cold or whether it's something that may be more concerning later on, but I did sneeze up blood earlier. What did I cough up blood? I forget. I can't remember which one it came from, but it was one of those things where it's just like, ew.
Wow. Yeah, I'd go with could be better than issue that. Yes, Skog is back.
I'm indeed back.
I am okay, thank you, Stargazer. Just chilling, you know, and killing. Yeah,
And go back to harassing Viper Sword.
Oh, is that whose stream? Is that the other stream you're watching?
Hmm?
Is that the other stream you're watching?
No.
Oh,
I'm currently listening to Disturbed.
oh, okay. So just when you said, like going back to harassing Viper Sword.
I just thought, oh yeah, I'm back. I now have convenient YouTube access. I can harass Viper Sword. But remember, harassment, it's no game. Unless you're faking it. There's an advocacy campaign, they really shot themselves in the face. Because I saw Bully Henderson went, oh, what's this? This will be an entertaining lolcow, and I've missed it. It burned out that quickly.
Bully who?
The Bully Hunters thing.
The what? You got to remember, you're talking
Bully
to
Hunters was briefly a thing where a bunch of Tumblrites, led by someone who uses not particularly politically correct language, while streaming, had their advocacy group of, we're gonna go out there and like teach bullies a lesson on Counter-Strike Global Offensive. Yep.
So
Except they were faking all of it. Like the person who was the quote victim of harassment and the quote person who was doing the harassing and the person who was apparently being the white knight rescuing said fair maiden were almost all of the time the same person, apparently. So yeah, I've had some games of like League of Legends and stuff where people have been like uninstall the game or go to System 32, press delete and stuff like that because they're a salty boy. It's a boy with a BOI. But
You mean the one that, you know, is spelt like soy, but without the S?
yeah, that would be the one.
Yay! I'm learning. I'm learning.
But no, I'm just sort of like, if you came to the internet to have a polite and nice time without, you know, having mean things said to you, then you are kind of naive, shall we say? Not saying that people should say mean things during the internet, but it happens.
Well,
And you know, an advocacy campaign for like that not happening is, in spirit, a good thing. However, doing it as a way of how is it described? Going out and using their raw gamer skill to pwn them is how do I describe this?
So okay, let me, just so I'm clear. They basically went, okay then, how can we, you know, counteract these bullies? I know, let us go and bully them.
That appears to be the gist of it that I've seen. I did not have convenient internet access for most of the duration of that happening, so I didn't see much about it. I've only seen a few things, but it does appear to be, what do we want? No bullying. When do we want it? By bullying.
I don't know.
I'm not sure if it was bullying specific to women's, but
do people even use, you know, logic this day and age?
That sounds like an awfully egalitarian thing to say, Diskanar. And don't you know that egalitarian means racist?
Wait, I'm white. Doesn't that mean that everything you'd say and do and stuff is right? Just breathing.
That's a pretty woke take there. It's sad because it's true, pretty much.
Yeah, okay, I don't know why I'm just still looking at this stuff. Yeah, it was in this gun safe. I've just emptied it except for some cloth that I had to put in there to make room for other stuff. But I'm just looking. I don't know why. Holy crap, got a fourth person watching now. Hello, fourth. Oh,
I saw some more hot takes on Liberalist UK group. One of them was, you know, this is a Liberalist meetup, not a Sargonite meetup. I'm going, pretty sure most of the people here are fans of Mr. Othercad. Saying otherwise would be somewhat delusionary.
Jump the gap, whack the zombie in the face. Well, you know, still, same thing. Okay, seeing this.
It does appear that I go away from the internet for 2 weeks and everything goes to fuck.
I don't even think you have to go that long. I would say you could probably go to work and come back and the internet's gone to fuckery. Because for some reason
thing is, whenever I hear bully hunters, all I can think of straight away is bully mongs from the Borderlands.
Yeah, I think either that.
That was the other thing that was coming to mind. Let's try to remember the name of them.
I think either that or there's the video game bully.
Not familiar.
Oh, like it's the what's the word? The front cover. There we go. Got there in the end. Yes. My brain worked for half a second. Yay. What was I saying?
Bully.
Ah, yes, there we go. See, my brain was working again. Yeah, on the cover, you see like this kid, like a typical sort of school bully, and then you got like the headmaster, they're both like eyeballing each other, face to face, like boxers do.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's what the cover is, like a cartoon sort of look. Ah, and it is called Bully. 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 Oh, did I just see a chair there? That means that's chairs. I have not been here.
Checking you've not been there. I've not been there ever.
I think you would have took the chairs as well.
Yeah, I did get the chairs. Not mostly it's the way it's falling you think you've already been there, but
Okay, you were sort of like a robot in there.
yeah.
You was the fifth sub. What do you mean fifth? Who
I was fourth.
Was you? Who the fuck subbed to me? I know you did just out of sheer, you had to sort of thing. But,
Had to is a strong word.
it is, but it is sort of fitting, I do believe is the word I'm looking for here. Fitting. How the fuck am my guy not hungry or thirsty yet? Oh, there's a meat. I can't not have the meat stew. What can I get rid of? Fuck it, the paint can stay, because I got quite a bit of it anyway. And don't worry, Star, it won't, for one, it won't get too big, and two, I always remember people. I'm shit with names but great with faces.
What about avatars? Does that work?
It depends really on if they change the avatar, then I'm screwed.
Yeah, I can generally match an avatar to a name, and eventually a name to an avatar in reverse if they change one of them.
I have this special knack of not remembering names but faces. I can sort of like, if I could walk around town and I saw, oh, that was a big old lag spike. I could actually probably recognise people who I went to like junior school with.
That's fairly standard as far as I'm aware. Assuming they haven't changed like aggressively much.
I don't know. Where am I going? Oh, yeah, I'm going back to my home base.
Why is Star not red?
Oh, so
good
you're
question,
always
Rocky the
soccer.
Real.
Well, I don't even. This is the first time I've ever streamed for myself. That is. So how you actually give people wrenches is
Right Okay, when you hover over the name, the 3 little dots should appear.
Oh, okay.
You could then go set as moderator.
Right. I will sort that out shortly. It will mean that my game will minimize to my screen, so then you'll see my desktop. It's a pretty little desktop, but you know, it's not as entertaining. It's not like I actually need moderators at the moment. I'm not. Oh shit! This is your town. I'm about to loot.
Re.
See, I'm learning. I'm getting better. I am getting better. I actually thinking, thought about somebody else's loot and not my own. Right, is that glowy thing over there your place or mine? I can see two.
Probably my place.
Yes, yours is the big glowy. Yep, there it is. It's just sort of coming to focus. Nearly hit coat racks. Lang block. Right. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to deal with the bitrate and stuff. I'll have to learn that. I'm sure someone will.
Yeah, mine's lagging out a lot more than it does in any other format, and I don't know if that's me or the stream.
Oh, thank you. Oh, we've got 5 people watching now. Well, thank you anyway, Soccer. Muchly appreciated. Wow, that's some serious lag going on in that stream. If you can, Soccer, have a beer for me. Or at least a few shots.
But not a few shots, as in 2 in the back of the head, because you knew something about the Clintons.
Yeah, just some sort of alcohol. Wow, that's some time jump that is. It's just gone from where? Yeah, that's like 30 seconds, 40 seconds ago. But honestly, I'm not sure if it's YouTube or my end or I don't know, because first time I've streamed and don't know if the settings are correct or not.
Yours seems a lot crisper than mine normally comes out at, and I'm generally streaming it near what it will do. At least what it claims it will do, anyway.
Okay, my brain just farted and I forgot what I'm doing.
Well, I managed to get both my treasures.
Yeah, congratulations. Anything of note?
Some pretty shit tier gun parts. That's about it.
Yeah, okay. That does sound pretty shit. Yeah, you know how I bought that chainsaw part?
Hmm.
Turns out I can't use it yet.
Hmm.
Yes. But never the mind.
Part of me's thinking I should keep my 350 grade knife and then wind it down as I repair it. But part of me's going, or I can have a 400 grade knife and it'll work a lot better.
I don't know. I'm just going to go with I don't know. That is.
I think it'll be a lower yield on animals, but is that big of an issue? Because I could just get up all my knife skills.
Okay. I don't know. It's up to you, really.
Part of me likes having my consistent toolbar, though, of, everything's at or about the same level.
Yeah, I like that sort of thing as well.
I'm saying most of the things I cut up are zombies, not, tasty meat walkers.
Yeah. No, I'm actually the other way around. It's usually the meals on heels that I will attack with the knife, and the deadies I will just.
See, I like to gather up the bones. Right, I'm going to use this time to.
The nail gun and the auger schematic.
If they're going spare.
Okie doke. Yep. I've actually got 2 auger schematics now. So both the nail gun and the auger schematic are in the post box.
Cool. I'll come and get them shortly. However, will be right back.
Okay. Oh my god. Drop you in there, drop you in there. In where? There. Oh, now you let me eat the fucking food, you fucking bastard. I'll put you in there because why not? And you. I can make some more gunpowder. Great.
Right.
Welcome back.
Eat pies. Fuck bitches.
Oh,
chainsaw bayonets. America has done an America again I've seen recently. There's a town, or there's a place in Chicago that has banned what it calls assault weapons. It's not, however, defined what assault weapons are. You can see the inevitable problem with that, even as someone who is not particularly a fan of guns.
I won't say I'm not a fan of guns, it's just I don't see how people can really be that crazy over owning them, considering...
It's an American thing. I think it would be, as the best poor equivalent would be a bit like if you were to ban tea in the UK.
Oh, you can feck off on that one.
That's sort of the American attitude, I think. Yeah, at least I'm led to believe.
Thank you very much, Darby. You don't have to. Honestly, I am...
Yeah. My biggest problem is I don't generally if it's a live stream, it's very rare that I'll see it in time on Twitter. Because and if I'm doing something, I won't be checking Twitter. If I'm not doing something, then I don't know, I might see it actually.
Right.
Okay.
When was the last blood moon? I can't count. Wait, 23rd.
It will be day 42.
Day 5. That's okay then. I got more time to do.
Down, 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 down.
What's in there?
Do do do. Do do do. Do do do. Do. Do do do.
I think I might have to go do a little bit of looting.
Well, you've got like the Higurashi like pharmaceuticals.
I do. I got steel fire axe there.
Leroy
I've got a few
Jenkins.
hose.
See, I just sell duct tape. Pretty much exclusively now. Everything's dropped off my compass.
Oh, I've got 15 points to spend. What to spend my points on?
Let's go to this new trader I've not been to before.
You got a new trader?
Well, I've not been to the one that you have been to. No, that's the reason I share stuff to Discord servers, as the more convenient way of harassing as few people as possible, while also the most people possible. One disadvantage of Twitter, unless you catch on the here's things you may have missed. You don't generally see much unless it's very current. Apparently there's a whole thing with Seanhead not getting a joke with Cog earlier. I understand that this is the thing that's happened, but I don't really care. This is Seanhead, who was just like reeing at the satirician for him not realizing that her misandry queen.
The what?
Seanhead has a channel called Misandry Queen, where she baits. It's a feminist Poe account.
Right. Okay, that's southeast. My town. Which way is my
And
town?
he made a response video to one of her videos on that channel. Your town was to the north.
Yes. For some reason, I came out of my base heading southeast, but it's facing northeast. I don't know how I'm getting this, directions all confused.
I found some delicious doggo meat.
Ooh. Right.
But no, I think that took a lot of his motivation for his channel.
Well, I did actually notice on the Twitter when I paid attention to it slightly earlier. I think him and Wosley were butting heads for some reason or another.
I've played some like PUBG with Woz, but about the extent of my interaction.
Why doesn't he do any videos anymore?
It's true of a lot of creators.
I know, but like him and Big Dicko, they were funny. They were.
I think part of me hopes that Big Dicko is just, having a time away rather than a
Yeah, but it's been ages.
stuff. I know. I think he does stuff on Twitch. I think quite a few people have moved to Twitch and are just concentrating on the games rather than other stuff. But I'm surprised Steam haven't got their own thing on there.
What streaming service?
Yeah, well, they kind of have one, but as a web app based one.
Oh, come on, you lazy zombie! Come on with the.
I already bought the battery bank schematic. It'd be so useful if it told you if you already had the parts or stuff. Well, this trader had the total things that I was interested in of Magnum parts.
You had Magnum parts?
Yep, 587.
Nice. I've got grip and the cylinder.
I think I already had the parts, so I've possibly got 2 sets of parts now. So if I do have 2 sets of parts, I will happily give you one of them. It's got a decent selection of stuff in, just nothing I want to buy.
Is that the trader that you said
I've
you've
not been to before. It's got some decent gun parts, but I don't use guns enough to validate spending what is a sizable heap of cash on guns.
Yeah, I tend to find them anyway, so.
Yeah, and obviously, the longer I'm looking, the better great ones I'll find, but yeah. I spent a lot more time in the swamp in the last 2 weeks, as opposed to Relay, because when it's earlier, when it's after 11 at night, generally this place is pretty dead.
What, the swamp or this?
This place, Relay. Well, after about 10ish.
Yeah.
Or at least if you're not on before then, it's quite quiet, shall we say. But
Okay.
the swamp tends to pick up about then. And I was potentially going to attempt to join in with something. I just need to go and see when and if it's happening. Oh, it's not nice to play with you, but it's been a while. But people have been pestering me to join in with something for 2 weeks now.
Oh, is that the D&D thing?
No, Planet Side.
Oh, okay.
They've persuaded me to download it. It's only 10 gig. It's one of those things that says it takes up to 20 gig, and I'm like, how much? Download 10 gig. Ah, okay then.
It could be, obviously, once you've started playing it. Obviously, the... Wow, that's taking its time to render in. Oh, wonderful.
I'm on my mini bike. It's probably not helping. Pulling over for a bit.
It was like, when you get like the videos of something being built, but they get it sped up. It was a bit like that. Okay, so do you have torch? Great. I'll take you because sit down, bitches.
Well, what? Oh yeah, there it is. It's going. The fuck's my wrench gone? It was in a different slot than I'm used to.
Oh, I hate that.
There's some skeletons of cars, so I'm
Removing.
yes.
Fitting the place up.
Shot a deer through the head at like 30, 40 feet. Probably 40 yards given this game, but
I don't know what it works on.
there we go. 347 hunting knife. That should be a lot more efficient at not destroying the bodies. I'm tempted to get 2 hunting knives though. It's just gonna be awkward. I could get a machete for zombie smushing. Have the hunting knife for hunting. Because with the zombies, I just want to get them gone, but I want a decent yield of stuff out of it. And there's lots of them.
Oh, this screen like. Ouch, that's hurting.
Ooh. Oh, then. Nice looking town to the south. That's a big ass town as well. Damn.
What's it look like?
It's got some factories, bunch of shops. Pretty big place.
So obviously the one I went to, it looked like
That probably is that one.
like lots of things, lots of buildings sort of half gone.
I'm only seeing it at a distance, but it's not that far to the south of where I am.
Okay, let me have a nose. Where are you?
No, it's more to the southwest of where I am, so that might not actually be the town you went to.
Yes,
It could be there's a lot more towns than I
I
anticipated.
have been there, but I only like the one that's southwest of you. I have been there, but I think it's more a case of I don't know why I'm just going to that thing. But, yeah, I've, yeah, sort of like just probably just dobbed in quickly just to.
Hmm.
I hit this businessman zombie just at the right angle to make his head go backwards, and there's now a hole where his neck should be.
Nice. Double teamed a zombie and a wolf.
How did you double team somebody on something by yourself?
What I did was I waited for one of them to die. I shot the zombie, the wolf then kills the zombie. I then shoot the wolf.
Right.
I feel it went rather well.
Well, if you came out the victor, then I would say yes. Yes.
That's the thing that wolves sound more like dogs in this game, and the dogs in this game don't sound like anything.
Well, the doggos are undead, so.
This reminds me of the Plants vs Zombies.
This little screen lag is awful. Unfortunately, it's not because like if you're driving around, it's nothing to do with that. It's just for some weird reason it does it on this server. It's almost like the game doesn't like me.
I could buy a shit ton of buckshot. Because I can more than anything.
I don't know if I should carry on going up the levels or should I check out this level? Because normally when you go to the top, there's some good shit.
The top of the building's quite safe. I literally rebuilt the entire staircase in concrete on Moistonia.
Huh.
So if you do visit the tower block in Departure, you will notice that it is in tippity-top condition. Oh, that's not a bad-looking solar cell. Sorry, correction. That's a terrible-looking solar cell, but I do need the solar bank before I do anything like that. Oh, he's got so much ammo and stuff that I would normally be like, oh.
Motherfuckers. Did not see that coming.
Oh.
Oh, it's dropped me into the office. Holy shit.
Oh, did the floor collapse?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of that in that tower. That's one of the reasons I went all the way up to the top floor and just started fucking about on the roof.
That's some, yeah. Somebody was making sure they just defended that one.
If there's a big sign on the wall, then...
Yeah, I noticed it and my brain just did not go, ooh, yeah. The screen lag.
Yeah, no, I spent a good long time slowly getting that place in good order. But it wasn't desperately engaging, shall we say. You know, there wasn't really any of the motivation to find the good loot because I think when I was doing that, I was about level 150.
This is some terrible screen lag.
Yeah, no, for all of people going, you know, maybe you shouldn't do all of the things if you want to have fun, sort of thing. I think my Ozymandias statue is probably the most fitting remnant of the things I built in the game.
All you did was make some feet.
Yeah. But it's the whole, you know, it is the Ozymandias statue thing of, look upon my works, ye mighty, and despair. So when he says people who've got, like, massive, very detailed structures on Minecraft. Been into play some Minecraft recently. I was tempted to download it so my nephew could play it, but I wouldn't want to try and play it on a laptop. Like, I'm too used to having my arms. Like, I look at the screen, I never look at the screen straight on. And I'm used to have my arms at weird angles compared to each other without having a mouse underneath my forearm. Okay, the game's doing that thing where it's throwing stuff around.
Yeah, I'm
very hesitant to cross my drawbridge.
You mean just in case it's not actually there?
Well, I'm gonna do it all in one go. I'm not gonna stop like on the edge like I normally do.
Don't worry, people. The quality of streaming will improve at a later point. Just not
When I
right
go
now.
offline.
No. Yeah, obviously, once I figure out what the feck I'm doing, and you know, when I'm not actually hosting the game, because
Yeah, hosting the game does take a lot out of the computer.
cheers.
More than you'd expect as well. Where's my magnum? Oh, okay. Yeah, I've got some magnum parts for you. I'll drop them round.
Oh, lovely.
I've got the grip and the parts.
I've already got the grip. Like I say,
Yeah.
I got the grip in the cylinder. I need it's just
Yeah, I've got the grip and the parts, and then another set of parts.
I've come across another cylinder. I will inform thee. Oh, I've got to crack my knuckles.
Having been to both the traders today, can confirm that there's narrative. Somewhat concerned as to where I got 108 scrap iron from. Seems unusual.
I've just found the rocket launcher and the sledgehammer schematic. Are either of those of any sort of...
Rocket launcher and SMG?
No, rocket launcher and sledgehammer.
Sledgehammer I might be interested in. Because they are fun every now and again to
No, the
use.
schematics. The schematics.
Oh yes, with the schematics you can make the things.
Yes, this is correct. He's getting all jiggy. He's better at dancing than I am.
Remember when it was so much effort to get the wood to make traps? And how many traps you needed? I'm just sitting here going, I have a steel axe that gets 1.5 traps worth of wood per swing. It's a good feeling.
I don't mind.
It also barely tires me out, which is quite useful.
Well, what's your choppy level?
Not sure. My mining level's in the 90s. I think my minus 69 level's maxed out. I'm not too sure. Let's have a look. Actually scroll for the things. Sexual Tyrannosaurus is level 3. Minus 69er is level 5. Mining tools level 97. Quite good, I suppose.
Holy crap, they really wanted to keep the zombie. Not that it did obviously a good job, but
Yeah, that I've never really explored that building too much, just because there was so much to loot that it wasn't feasible to loot it all in a short time scale.
yeah, it's sort of like you need to have
a completely empty mini bike and a long time.
not just that. It's just a case of your base needs to be close by.
That would help as well. Because that's the thing, even the
next door.
drive. Because the drive from departure to my place took long enough that it was noticeably inconvenient. So I just eventually stopped trying to loot the place. So I was like, I don't need this stuff. I'm not too bothered. I'm just gonna go and be apathetic somewhere else, I guess. Alright, do you want a machete blade?
I'm okay, thank you on that one.
I understand.
Ooh. I twisted this zombie's head all the way around. Don't need feathers, got plenty of them. I don't wear shorts in this game. Ooh, 439 jacket. I'll repair that, thank you. Ow, my shoulder just popped. Holy crap, that's all bookshelf. That's alright. Just paper. Some more glue for some more duct tape. My bag is getting full. Let's just nip in here. Oh, it's unlocked. I don't need to break it. Son of a bitch. Oh, there's two. Where the fuck did you come from? What the? Mm. Oh, I scream like he's. So, let's see what's in this box. Yeah, choppy, choppy, choppy. Shall we? Ooh. Oh, god dang it.
Yeah, managed to find a version of a video that's almost always banned in the UK.
Oh yeah, what's that?
So, Sabaton's Rise of Evil. Featuring 1914 to 1930s Germany as the majority of the video in this. I can see why this wouldn't be allowed in the UK.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you know, it's got, like, Nazis in it. And they're shown in not a good light, particularly. I can see why this would be banned in the UK.
You're saying Nazis can be shown in a good light?
Not that I've seen.
Okay, so...
You know, even, like, satire of Nazis has them either looking like bumbling idiots or as evil maniacs.
Yeah, I can understand that. And so, how are they portrayed within?
Sorry.
How are they portrayed in the video?
It's more like a sort of documentary thing. It's well, it's the Rise of Evil. It is the from his origins as a private in World War One. Up to well, it's just gone to the bit of the death of Hindenburg in 1934. So to the ascension to power, or the rise of evil, if you will.
Okay, I just don't feel like it's safe for me in this building at the moment because lag.
I am just wandering around my house at the
Oh
moment,
yeah,
so
it
causing
just
it.
seems to be this server for some strange reason. I think I hear dollars. Okay. Any more want some? Hmm? Hmm? Anyone? No? Okay. Leave me alone. Right.
Screamer in my living room.
That sounds not very productive, to be fair.
She's in my kitchen now.
Ah, she's learning. She's
Yeah, that means that she spawned while she was inside my house.
There's that, or you can think of it this way. She's a whamming, and she's now in the kitchen. Clearly, she knows.
But how do you become a good woman? No, not been able to see that video before. For a while, it was age restricted and wouldn't let me watch it, despite obviously me being a signed in account that is of the relevant age to be able to watch that. No, it just wasn't allowable in the UK. So no, it's good to see that you know, the whole like rise of fucking. No, it might show. I think it's because it shows communists in a bad light. That might genuinely be part of it. I really hope it isn't the reason, but it's like, like, you know, the first half of the video is some like documentary style film footage.
Okay.
Covering all the stuff like the rise of like the communists in the streets of Germany, and you know their general civil disobedience and like hatred for the past, and then obviously the rise of the counter group to that, of the no fuck you essentially, and then moves on to obviously the actual gaining of power, and then it starts moving into all of the here is the facts that you all know from history, as opposed to the beginning of it, which is here's things you probably didn't know.
Well, clearly, you know, they don't want people to learn anything from history. You know.
But no, it's just like looking at some of the stuff from that, and it's just like, I know it's documentary style footage, so it's not exactly true to life, but the fact that you've got these things happening, and then it's like, oh look, this looks awfully like current, like, you know, times. It's a good thing no one takes the alt-right with any seriousness. So looking, it's like, oh, they're like the Nazis. It's like, yeah, no, they're not. The Nazis got shit done. That's why we had a war with them, if you remember.
Okay. I found a place I can put my bike. Yes.
The stream is lagging to fuck. Have you parked on top of your archway by any chance?
Not on the. Well, just that
I can't have
lag
a
is
look.
what I'm getting.
Ah, you're on your roof.
Yes.
Neat. But yeah,
That's.
no. When those more of these bits of documentary like style stuff, which is harder to find in, you know, the UK. Oh, there's actually Hitler: The Rise of Evil full movie. Okay. Trying to watch stuff like that in the UK, it's basically just nope. Which on the one hand I can sort of understand, but on the other it's also that thing of, can I watch this and go, yes, this is a bad thing that is happening?
No, I don't think you're allowed to. I think that's a big no-no, because, you know, you might learn, and then...
Yeah, I might see stuff which makes me go, So when people commenting, gotta be 2 years ago now, that what Antifa and everyone of that style of thing seems to be doing is very much desperately trying to emulate 1930s Germany. People are like, you know, and the whole Trump's a Nazi type thing, and it's just like, that's cute, dear. And people are like, you know, he's treating the Mexicans like Nazis. He's treating the illegal immigrants like illegal immigrants. He's not putting them in death camps. Call me picky, but I tend to like be fairly, you know, the difference in those two things is generally noticeable.
Well, there's
People
those
are like,
slight.
these people, it's like, heartless people, like, separating families, and it's just like, but they're criminals. Right, I am being vaguely requested to jump off soonish. So,
Okay, well, it
obviously,
is.
you continue doing as you will, but
I think I'm gonna. I will stop the stream in a minute because time.
cool. I'm going to quickly go mop up all the bodies that have appeared in the last few minutes.
Okay.
Okay. It's one thing I'm not such a fan of the whole, like, you're not allowed to view these materials. And that makes me go, that just, I don't know, it's not so much the, you see, but, if you could watch them, it would make you want to emulate it sort of thing. It's more the, I would like to, see the facts, as it were, for myself, and then make an informed decision, rather than just going, having the state go, this is the opinion.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're gonna get that sort of thing anyway.
It's like, I'm pretty sure watching a documentary on Nazis is going to solidify your views on Nazis, as opposed to make you question them. If it doesn't, then you probably already against, as it for. I mean, that could just be me. That's, the more I hear about them, the less I'm, inclined to any form of sympathy towards their cause.
Wow.
But then again, I am apparently a massive alt-right person.
Yeah, there is that. So you can't.
I mean, I thought I was a lefty. Apparently, that's not a thing anymore.
Fortunately for me, I tend to not give a shit about what people think.
I generally don't, but
Oh yeah, but I don't like being accused of something that is actually not true as well. So I get kind of uppity in a sense when somebody says that I'm something, and it's like, no, I'm not. Yes, you are. Okay, you cunt. I'll be that thing, and then I'll beat this living shit out of you. How's that?
I mean, if all the people, like the extreme left, call, like, Nazis, decided, like, collectively, okay, fuck you then, we're going to be Nazis,
Yeah.
they wouldn't last more than about a week, I reckon. But put it this way, half of the people who vote, half the citizens of America are apparently Nazis by their metrics.
Yeah.
As a bare minimum. And that's, I'm pretty sure, more than the population of Europe was during World War II, if my numbers are even slightly accurate.
I don't know. I don't know. It's
Yes.
I don't do thinking.
I said, right.
Thinking.
Anyway, I'm going to bounce. I will see you potentially a bit later.
Okay,
I'll see how things go. See you later. Have a nice day, everyone.
See you later.
And yeah, you watching YouTube vids on, like, suggested next one gives you some odd topics of conversation. Goodbye.
Right. Thank you for the people who have actually, for some reason, watched. Muchly appreciated, and I am sure shortly, somewhere along the lines, I will be doing this again. Maybe even later this evening. I don't know yet. We will see. Thank you very much, and I'll bid you adieu.